Hi there, I'm Vic. Welcome back to my hobby prison. We're continuing trying to fix our steering issues today. We're putting in new front upper control arm bushings and sleeves. And let me give you a recap why. Here's the Jeep. So about a month ago, we put the 4-inch lift on from Zone Off-Road. Had some steering issues. The alignment shop says they couldn't really fix the steering issues because the control arms, there was no way to adjust it. So we got some core 4x4 adjustable upper and lower control arms. I had those installed. Well, no, I installed them, and it improved the steering a little bit. So I took it back to the alignment shop and they aligned it, and it was even a little better, but it still had a little bit of a wander to it. So then I installed a Zone Off-Road steering stabilizer, which also improved it. And then I installed a black Iron Rock Off-Road dual steering stabilizer. So now I got two steering stabilizers, and it's even better, but it's still got a little bit of a wander. So I decided to replace, because I think they're just old, but replace that. Now, I don't want to show a lot about doing this because there's a ton of videos on it, but so you know, I could not get this bolt out. Can you see the ratchet strap? So I took a ratchet strap from here and I tied it into the cross member there, and I still couldn't get that bolt out. This was way in front of here and it was binding the bolt, so I couldn't get it out. And I couldn't pull the strap back far enough to get it to line up. So what I had to do was undo the lower control arm. Then this moved okay, and I was able to take the bolt out. So now we're in the midst of replacing this so we gotta get a press. I rented this one from AutoZone, but none of these sleeves fit. So I had to go back and get an adapter. So if you have to rent the AutoZone press, you might want to pick up the adapter also. So with the air hammer, with some persuasion in the air hammer, I was able to get this out. And this is the side that didn't get damaged, me taking it out, but it looks pretty hammered. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, this is the new bushing. These are the adapters to press it in. This is the smallest. You can see it's too small. You need to get it to press right against this metal thing. The next biggest one, the next size up, is too big. So obviously that's not gonna work. So I had to go back to AutoZone and rent this adapter kit. And this adapter is the perfect size. It's gonna be perfect. So we're just gonna slide it in there, right up here, and press it in. All right, ratchet straps, about 28 different positions, 4 jack, and it's in. It's just finger tight. Now it's got to do this one. I hope this one's easier. This side was much easier. I mean, it was still a pain in the butt, but it was much easier. I didn't have to undo this bottom part. Just the jack and the ratchet strap. We got that out, changed them back in. So now all we have to do is put the tires and wheels back on, lower it down, and torque those down to, I think it's 50 foot-pounds. Okay, well, those upper control arm bolts were 55 pounds, foot-pounds of torque. That's done. Everything's tightened up. Everything's buttoned back up. It's time to see if it made any difference. Well, it's been a couple of days, and since I put the upper control arm bushings on, and it's I'm happy with it. Is it factory? No, but it's pretty dang close. I think I'm going to stop worrying about the steering. I think we can put this project to bed now. So the budget off-road kit turned into well, let's not count the ball joints and the drag link ends, because that's basically maintenance. But I had to it came with new lower control arms, but I had to get new adjustable lower control arms because of the steering, new upper adjustable front control arms because of the steering, a new steering stabilizer because of the steering, a dual steering stabilizer setup because of the steering, and new upper control arm bushings. And I think that finally fixed it. So anyway, if you've learned anything from this, I don't think there's such a thing as a budget lift. Not if you want decent road performance anyway. So in the end, do what you want. Just have fun. Just be prepared. If you think you're going to get a budget lift, it's not going to be a budget lift. You're really going to have to put some money into it, time and effort. But hopefully you've learned something from this. Thank you very much for stopping by my hobby prison. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.